Hi, I'm Dima. Welcome to my channel. And I'm a young woman who is currently going through spiritual awakening. And I'm sharing my journey on here and how it's going and the things I've been able to figure out or understand or make meaning of from our existence and all that. And today I'm going to be talking about how our self-evolution is how we find meaning through existence or in existence, right? Our self-evolution is how we find the meaning through meaning of existence. Okay, so I've come to understand that the reason why we are actually here is to understand ourselves, know more of ourselves, and evolve. Okay, anybody that is not evolving is not existing right. Like that's why most times a lot of us are wondering and saying that life is meaningless. There's no meaning to life because we are living and existing in a society or environment that always constantly try to tell us what to be and how to be. They don't allow us find ourselves. They don't allow us discover who we are. Rather, they will just tell us this is how we should be. That is why a lot of us are finding existence so meaningless. But if you if you um if you try to understand yourself, know yourself, that's when you start understanding that this is actually why we're here. And that is the only way we can actually make sense of existence and see that it is not entirely meaningless as we think that it is, that we are here to find ourselves, be our authentic self, and walk this earth being and living at our purpose and potential. If you look at how our society is structured, you will see that a lot of people are depressed, a lot of people are frustrated. Everybody, including me, there was a time I used to be like, oh, like life is so meaningless. What did you people say we are out here to do? Okay, so you people said we're just here to make money, marry, and have kids. Could that really just be why we are here? Because like if that's just what we are here for, it doesn't make sense. Okay, and for other people they will be like, oh, is it that yes, we are here? And for some people they will be like, oh, why we are here is to chase after money, success, and be sure that we get to the highest level of acquiring wealth and money. That is our sole purpose here. But then that's not the thing. That's not our sole purpose here. Our sole purpose here is to find out our like what within ourselves and find out who we are, know our depth, because we are not just humans, we are spirits, spiritual human like beings having a human experience. Honestly, life is more spiritual than physical, right? You have to train yourself, you have to train your mind, you have to understand yourself mentally, understand yourself emotionally, understand yourself physically. That is our sole purpose here, because that's how you're gonna be out here walking through it with meaning, not longer this empty humans without depth that we are doing. Most times we don't even know why we do what we do. We're just doing because it's what society said we should do, it's what people around us are doing. We're just nothing. We don't do things with purpose. Okay, so knowing yourself and seeking self-evolution is going to have you doing things here meaningfully and pursuing things from this intentional aspect. And I'm telling you, when you are working on that through life on that path, you will have less stress. You will have less situations or times where you are saying life is meaningless. Since I figured out that this is actually why we are here, this is actually what is more important, that is when I stopped being suicidal. That is when I stopped finding life meaningless. So yes, if you are walking this earth from your own senses, if you're making meaning of things from your own senses, through your own soul, I'm telling you, you will have less reasons to be depressed. You have less reasons to be frustrated. You have less reasons to say you don't want to be here. Even though, yes, even me as someone that can actually see the issues of the world, I still feel bad about them, but it's no longer coming from a place of, oh, life is entirely meaningless. It's coming from a place of the fact that I know that a lot of things are structured in the wrong way, and there's some lies that we've been told to believe as final truth that is hindering our evolution and that is hindering our existing here from a place of purpose and all that. Do you understand me? So you have to learn to be intentional about your existence. Start trying to understand things from your own senses. Start trying to know yourself so you can walk this path, walk this earth, a fulfilled being. Okay? Because it's through that that we can make meaning of life and existence in general. So if I'm asked what do I think people should do or what do I think we should do at this point, is to start listening to our own soul. I'm telling you, we have this thing in us that is always seeking to lead us. For real. We have this our conscience, I would say, or maybe let me put it, because people make meaning of these things differently. Your chi or your spirit or your guidance, they are trying to lead you. Your intuition is always there to direct you, to tell you what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. Have you not figured out that when you try doing things from your own senses, like, okay, doing things because you genuinely want to do them, you feel happy. But when you're doing things that it's not really what you want, you feel frustrated, you don't want to, you're not happy, you're not doing it happily. That is also how these things work when we are existing here based on all the things that society is saying that we should do, and we are not going in within to find out what we actually want to do or walk this earth doing as a being of our own. That is the reason. That is the reason why a lot of people are depressed, a lot of people are frustrated, people are even like taking their life because like it's not easy. And that is also another reason why a lot of us are not understanding every other person's situation, because like if we understand ourselves, that is how we can actually understand another person and make life and existence easier for each other. But unfortunately, no, we are structured in a way that everybody is so concerned about trying to judge the next person because, or expecting that all of us are going to walk the same path. No, every one of us, each and every one of us have the way that they need to walk this path that is different from ours. Do you understand me? And if we don't have that understanding and use that approach towards life, we will have this society where we are not being understood. And for some people, when they are not being understood, they will just feel like life is so meaningless. They just want to go, and they will want to take their life, or some will just like go into things that they are not supposed to go into. Okay, they will become extremists in one thing or the other. So that's really the thing. So my topic today is just to tell us that self-evolution is how we make sense of existence. And please seek to evolve, seek to understand yourself better, seek to grow mentally and emotionally, because that is the language of the universe. Okay, if you're growing mentally and emotionally, that is how you exist in alignment. That's how you find alignment. That's how you become your most authentic self, and that's how to walk this life and have a meaningful experience here on earth. I don't know, I'm going to end this today. I don't want to make it too long, so I'm going to end it here. If this resonated with you, please do me a favor to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you so much, and see you in my next video. And I hope you find the strength and the courage to pursue life through your own lens and not through what society is constantly telling us or constantly pushing to us. Bye. See you in my next video.